Supreme Air Max DNs or these nuts are dropping tomorrow this week for week 2, kind of like a gap, a filler gap in between week 1 to week 2, because I don't think Supreme are dropping actually any shoes. Sorry, not shoes. I don't think Supreme are dropping any clothes this week. It's just the Nike shoes. This will be a video on how to cop Supreme. If you don't know how to cop on Supreme, this video is for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff, because I will go through pretty much the basics on how to cop on Supreme. If you are wanting these shoes but you don't know how Supreme works, this will be kind of beneficial for you. Let's get on to the video. All right, so that's kind of embarrassing because I just did a recording and a file would not open, so I have to do this recording again. So yeah, that's kind of funny. Anyway, we have the Supreme Nike Air Max DNs. They are releasing on the 22nd, which is tomorrow. Obviously, I'm going to show you how to cop these a lot more faster than the normal person could actually do. It's pretty simple, honestly, as long as you just, you know, put in the effort and just like practice a lot of the whole checkouts and stuff. You'll get the hang of it, especially for manual users. If people are trying to get this shoe, which is a really nice shoe, I'm not gonna lie, the shoe is actually pretty nice. I like the hidden details on this shoe, which says Supreme on here. It's actually pretty nice. I do like the reflected Supreme on here. It's kind of subtle, but obviously with when the lights show on the shoes, it'll show. And I like the color, the dark green with the black. But yeah, anyway, how are we gonna cop? How are we gonna cop, guys? So it's pretty simple. If you have not used Supreme before in the past, it's pretty simple. It'll drop in the shop section, and there'll be a shoes section. Depending on the week, sometimes certain sections are not shown. For example, t-shirts might not be shown one week, mainly shoes is also not shown in some weeks, and you'll have to navigate to like the new section for when stuff drops. But this week we have the shoe section, so if you are on PC like you're doing right now, I would highly advise doing refreshing on the shoe section. So basically just pressing F5 when it reaches the drop, which is normally 4 p.m. in the UK, 5 p.m. in EU. I'm not sure any other places in America. That's up to you. I don't know how it works. It's like 6 hours behind ours, so I don't know, I think 11 a.m. or something. I would just refresh on the shoe section until it drops, and then obviously when it drops, you click on it, you add to cart, you do all that stuff. Anyway, I'm going to show you a quick way of doing it. This is the way that I would normally do when I was using PC, but I don't use PC anymore. I basically run a bot now, which is kind of risky as well, because you know sometimes bots do not work. Most of the time they're pretty reliable in my opinion, and I've been using the bots since like October, and it's been pretty reliable for me. The only thing that's not reliable is from last week, because I got my IP banned, which is unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, let's do like a little test run of like how to check out really fast. If you are using, let's say for example, an iPhone will be the best choice, because you can just use Apple Pay on Supreme now, which is really good. I'm not sure with Android, maybe PayPal might be quicker, but I think on Android you might be best to have like an autofill on your phone, just so that's quicker to obviously put in your details, etc. So yeah, we're gonna do like a little test run. My details will show up, but I will be blurring them out, so it's just basically just to show you how fast you can do it. And obviously if I were you in your position, I would also do the same thing. Just test your speed on how fast you can check out. We're going to pretend like this share is like the shoe that's dropping. So I'm going to refresh it. I'll refresh it like a couple of times, because you know Supreme can be laggy at some point. All right, it's dropped. I'm going to add to cart. I'm going to check out. Do this and then Apple Play, and that'll do it. That's basically it. Only takes like perhaps maybe a few seconds, but guess what? There's also a capture. Obviously there's no capture this week. Well, there's no capture that you can see, but there will most likely be a capture point at some point. Go to checkout. You'll probably be asked to do a capture before you get to this page anyway, so you do your captures and obviously learn how to do capture. You can do capture all. So recapture demo, you basically do this. Okay, that doesn't actually show it. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it doesn't. You can do tests like this, but it doesn't actually like show. The desktop mode, you want to refresh, go to that, add to cart, view checkout. I'm not sure if you need to press this, but obviously do this, put in your credit card details, do that, type in your numbers. Obviously I would press that first before anything else, and then you click process payment, and then you it's kind of like fingers crossed whether or not it lets you check out or not, depending on how fast it actually goes out of stock. So yeah, that's your other method. Obviously if you're using a bot, it's a lot different story. You're basically just putting in your captures. You just type in the captures, and that's basically about it. And then if you do have any 3DS, you have to do, make sure you have your phone available, because sometimes if you are using some high street banks, or perhaps maybe cards like Revolut or Monzo, or even Amex might like prompt you to a 3DS capture, and you'll have to open another browser, or a browser will pop up and it'll either ask you to skip it because you've bypassed the capture already, or the 3DS should I say, or you'll have to type in like a number. know if it slows you down with the 3DS. I don't know if it's guaranteed within the 3DS. Just make sure just to keep practicing, because you don't want to be going into a drop wanting the item but not know how the website works. And obviously we should know what Supreme does now, and I don't think Supreme really changed things anymore. They used to, but it's not like they used to back when it was like really high drops. Let's say, for example, the Supreme Burberry drop. I remember before you even was able to add to cart, you would have to like do some kind of catch up before adding to cart, which was kind of crazy. It's pretty simple. Just like I said, keep practicing, keep doing it. Like hell, even do it on like accessories or something, like pretend checkout, add to cart, checkout, do all this, etc. Blah blah blah. If you don't know how to have your information like shown already, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna check if you can see, but my information is actually already there. You do click this, save this information for next time. So on like a week drop, if there's something that you might be interested in, this one doesn't actually have my phone number in actually, which is kind of strange. Yeah, save the information so when it drops again, I feel like Supreme refresh everything regardless, so it will automatically disappear. But yeah, I would say just if you want to know how to put your autofills in properly, just settings, autofills, passwords, this would be your payment information. You're adding your card details there, and then your addresses there. You just click add an address, and then you basically just fill out this information, fill out your address information. So when it comes to, you know, buying something on Supreme, when you get to here, it'll be blank, but when you click on it, you'll have these options to just change all the addresses. That's about it, guys. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. If there's anything that you think I missed out, I can definitely answer some questions on YouTube. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Just make sure to keep practicing, like especially like an hour before the drop actually happens. If you're preparing for the drop, just make sure you feel fast on your keys, or if you're using a phone, make sure you do it on the phone. So yeah, that's about it. Let me guys know. Subscribe if you want to stay tuned and see more of these videos. I'll probably do more of these videos like how to checkouts, because I feel like these are quite beneficial for some people that are wanting certain items but don't know how Supreme works. So yeah, cool stuff. And I'll see you guys in another video.